What's going on, Sumolings? Thank you so much for joining us for another product walkthrough webinar. I am Lindsay, and today I am joined by the team over at Plerdy. Plerdy is a multifunctional tool that offers heat maps, session recording, click tracking, and more to analyze user behavior and improve your site design. It is on AppSumo right now, starting at $59 for a lifetime deal, and it currently has a 5 taco rating. Before we dive into the tool, though, I just want to tell y'all a few quick things. The first is that if you want to tell us a little bit about your use case, why you're interested in this tool, you can go ahead and do that in the chat room. The next thing is that if you have any questions about the tool, the deal, how to get set up, you can leave your questions in the Q&A box down below this video. We'll circle back to them at the end of the walkthrough, but we also have some people here on standby to answer the questions as they come in. And the last thing is that there will be a replay of this available. So if you need to step out or if you just want to watch this later, you totally can. All right, that's enough of me. Hey, Sophia, how are you doing?
Hi guys, thank you so much for being here, and thank you AppSumo for welcoming us and making this webinar happen. Okay, well guys, my name is Sophia, and today together with my team, with Oля, Olena, and Andrei, we are here to share more about Plerdy. So let me share my screen just a moment over here. And well, so what is Plerdy? Plerdy is a great tool that helps you track, analyze, and convert visitors into buyers. And, we say that, So we say that thanks to the data that will be collected by Plerdy and will be properly analyzed by you, you will be able to, first of all, see website funnels optimizations and conversion growth. You will also be able to increase average revenue per user and lower cart abandonment rate. You can also achieve decreased bounce rate, and you can lower churn rate. And you can also increase customer lifetime value as well as customer retention rate. Well, quite a lot of promises. So you might be wondering how exactly we can help you with achieving these results. Well, so by the time this webinar is over, you will be able, first, you will understand how to collect the most accurate data about your clients by using the heat maps. You will also know how to set up a pop-up form to gather needed information, and you will learn how to improve the SEO audit with the SEO page analysis. You can also learn how to set up SMART goals and achieve them together with an event and goal tracking tool, and you can collect sales and purchase with conversion funnels and analyze the key e-commerce indicators with the sales performance. Well, that's not the end, because you also have a chance to use the video recordings tool, which will help you to analyze the user's behavior on your website. Okay, we say also that if the data collected by Plerdy and analyzed properly by you will bring you such results as saving time for your teams. Yep, that should work. Okay, guys, we invite you to learn firstly about heat maps. So heat maps is a great tool which offers live evaluation of user behavior, including scroll maps, click sequence, and cursor hover. It actually gives you 99% of data accuracy, as well as clicks on dynamic elements, quick UX analysis, recording data from SPA, and real-time website tracking. Let's go to the user profile and show you everything here. So when you are on this page, you have to go to the UX analysis tab. Over here, choose heat maps. Actually, the feature, the heat maps, it will show you valuable insights. Oh, guys, just a moment. I am sorry for, okay. Over here, just some small technical remark. You know how usually it happens, we're not expecting that. Okay. I can see that there is already one question. Okay, let's go back. So when we are here in the user profile, you have to go to the UX analysis tab. Great. Here you choose the heat maps. What happens next? So you can first put the all needed filters here, and then you will see the results in a chart and over here. We suggest to open the page and let's see the results of the heat map tool in action. So here, as we have already mentioned, you can see different results of the heat maps. So first, you can see the information of clicks in percentage, scroll depth, idle mouse, text selection, sales performance, and quantity of sales. But important remark here, for the sales performance to work, there's something we need to add to the Plerdy, but that's something we will go over a little bit later. Look, so here, what you can do, first, you can choose different device you want to analyze. You choose the time, and here you can actually choose which group of the users you want to analyze. Over here, you choose the traffic channel, click order, and countries. Speaking about the click order, so here you can, well, let's say you can play with the clicks to see what was the first click. And another thing is that you can see all of the clicks on site dynamically. For example, let me show you what do we mean when we speak about first click testing. So let's say we want to check how important was this click for us. You go here and you see that this tab shows you information about unique session clicks. Okay, that's about heat maps. Let's go back to our user profile so every information is here and all of the subtools that we have mentioned can be found here. Okay, the next tool we want to share about is the Popup forms. Popup forms is a great tool that helps you generate leads from website page, and pop-up forms usually have to help to build very good trustful relationship between the company and the customers. Well, the Plerdy pop-up forms, they help you to see the increase of up to 30% growth of CTR, and they help you to increase sales and reduce bounce rate. Same, we invite you to go back to the user profile. So here we go to the forms and feedback tab. Okay, then click the build form, and Plerdy actually has a lot of different types of the forms and feedback forms that you can use. So let's say that we need to collect emails. Let's quickly put test 1. Okay, hit the button create. And I believe that I have already created test 1 and 2. So let's have another test. Yes, exactly. So here's the form. You have to design the form. So here you can feel yourself like an artist, and you can add different features to your form to make it unique, special, and eye attracting. Okay, and eye attracting. So over here you add everything you want for the form to look like, and here in the display rules you have a lot of different specific features to add to your form. For example, so here first you can decide whether you want to have the setting minimize form button or not. You can decide when to show the form, right? You can decide what are the traffic groups that you want this form to be shown to. You can also decide where to show, meaning like which page of your website you want this form to be at. And you can also decide what is the best location of your website to put this form on, which might be quite a useful thing. Next thing is that in the settings, that's not the end, in the settings, you have also some extra features like activating the form or archiving the form, but important, look, so here you can add the IP list where form will be shown, and you can also have the virtual page views in Google Analytics, so you can record interactions with forms for Google Ads remarketing. And then let's say we put save. The next tabs in this forms and feedback tab show you how you can analyze. It's loading a little bit, sorry. So the next features can show you how you can analyze the info, the list of the leads who have interacted with your form. Here, you see the feedbacks that are collected by the form. Over here, you can display statistics. So you see here, you will be able to see what was the interaction between the form and the users on your website. Guys, I hope that you hear me well. In case you can't, just let me know somehow. I'm sorry, that might be, if you have any questions, right, remember to put them in the chat. The team will be answering. Okay, then what happens next? You can also choose the traffic channels, countries, so you can group the answers of the form by countries, and you can have the email API integration with the different servers over here. Okay. Oh, important thing to add. We heard that a lot of people are wondering whether Plerdy products, let's say these forms and feedback, slow down the website. And I really have to emphasize on this. The forms and feedback of the Plurs do not slow down the website simply because they are not present on the page when the page is loading, right? So it doesn't slow down the website. Okay, let's go to the tool number 3, and that's the SEO page analysis. SEO page analysis is a great tool which helps you analyze critical SEM metrics every day. I know that I'm saying lots of things like great tool, but I'm so passionate about this tool because I know how amazing it is. So just let me be proud of SEO page analysis. So first fact is that SEO page analysis helps you to reduce risk of traffic loss, and it has 0% server load. So it doesn't slow down your web page either. Next fact, important fact, is that the SEO page analysis cover mobile first index, which is important because, as you know, starting from 2019, for Google, it's more important to analyze the changes that are happening on the mobile version than on the desktop version. Okay, the next fact is that SEO page analysis gives you daily automatic audit keywords on website pages, and it is integrated with Google Search Console API. Okay, let's not talk too much, but show you how it looks like in file. So we go to the SEO Checker tab, click on the SEO page analysis, and as usual, so first you put the information, all the required information in it here, and then you see results of both desktop and mobile device on a chart. Then you can go down and see a more detailed analysis. But here, have a look. The SEO page analysis tool also gives you an opportunity to choose between devices and parameters, right? Okay, so for example, let's go to the report SEO audit. What happens here? Loading a little bit. Great. See, here we can see what is happening on our web page in terms of description, H1 content, and other different features. We see where is the problem, and now we can understand how to fix it. So, well, it seems like we really have to work a lot on fixing these problems. Okay, and the word analysis, so the semantic analysis that is provided by the SEO page analysis, shows you if there are any problems in the keywords on your web page. Let me try to find some here. It can't be that we don't have anything. We can't be perfect. Let me see. I really believe there should be something. Yep, exactly. So you see, it does really find every mistake in the keyword. So as many pages you have, it will be able to give you a deep, good analysis. Okay, great. So that might be it with the SEO page analysis. And speaking about the Google Search Console, over here, you can have the API integration. So when you are in your user profile, you can always hit the buttons like how to use, and it will give you more information on how to have this integration. And in the SEO settings, you have such a feature where you can decide which pages you do not want to use the SEO page analysis for collecting data, right? So here you can see these are all the pages that we decided to disallow collecting data from. Okay, nice. Let's go back to our presentation, and the next tool is event and goal tracking. Exactly. So what can event and goal tracking tool be useful for? First of all, it automatically transfers events to Google Analytics. It also automatically adds up events from the website page, and you do not need to have any special HTML editing skills, or even more, you don't have to have any HTML editing skills at all to be able to use the event and goal tracking tool. Well, guys, let's go back to our user profile. So we go first to the conversion tab. Over here, hit the setting goals and events tab. What happens here? Here you can firstly track user actions related to a specific goal, right? And you can use different classes over here and different IDs over here. If you want to automatically add this event to the Google Analytics, you hit this button. So pretty much it works very smoothly, and it's really easy to understand how it works. You see, you can add more events, you can add, delete, which makes using this tool really useful and okay. So after setting everything, you can see your results, or you can analyze everything in the goal and events tab. Over here, usually filter, right? Then all of the information is on the chart. Great. And then you can open each page separately, or better just see the information over here. It's also divided by different devices. Okay. That's it about the event and goal tracking. Then the next tool is conversion funnels. Oh yeah, conversion funnels. I really like pipeline system. So for me, conversion funnels is a great tool that helps me visually see how good my sales performance is. So conversion funnels, they help us track where website visitors drop off without saying goodbye, right? Good facts about conversion funnels is that it has quick configuration, it has multiple funnel types. It analyzes the number of unique page views at every stage of the funnel. It can also analyze funnels by, the funnel can analyze information by device type and traffic channel. And let's, again, not talk too much, but show you everything the way it works. So first, we go to the Setup a Conversion Funnel tab. Over here, you can create a new funnel, or let's say we want to edit the funnel that is already created. If I want to add more pipeline stages, I just do it here. Add more, as many as you want. Save, bam, and it's done. Okay, after that, we go to our conversion funnels tab, and let's see what our conversion funnel tells us. So as you can see, first of all, you can have different versions of how this funnel will be shown to you. Well, we decided to have the horizontal type. Okay. Over here, you can see the numbers of users that are currently in the sales funnel by traffic and device type, right? And Plerdy collects purchase and sales data to break down your most profitable traffic or device sources. It's really useful to see, and it's easy to analyze how many people are in the beginning and how many customers just remained by the end. So you can see the percentage of drop off, which is quite low over here, but we hope that it's not in your case. Okay, so that's it about conversion funnels, and let's go back to our presentation. The next tool is sales performance. Sales performance helps you find the connection between user behavior and sales. As you have already seen, there are quite a lot of sub-tools of the Plerdy that help you analyze your user behavior. So by using the video recordings, sales performance, you can really have some deep insights on how to and what to improve to have a higher growth of the sales performance. So the sales performance analyzes the key e-commerce indicators for the selected period. And it helps you to find out what elements buyers interact with before the purchase. But important thing here. So if you remember, when we were on this page, I told you, guys, you have to be careful with sales performance. Why? Because first of all, you have to set up everything to be able to use the sales performance tool properly. What do we mean by that? So first, in the conversion tab, when you go to the sales performance sub-tab, you put all of the information in the filters, see everything on the chart, okay. But if you want to see it all first, please click the button how to use. How to use, because there's something important. You have to follow some rules in order to use this, to enjoy the sales performance tool properly. As you can see, it also gives you some insights on the sales performance, and it breaks down different features that can help us characterize the sales performance. You can also divide the page information by devices. But well, let's go back to our page, and we want to show you how exactly you can learn which feature or like which part of the website is actually not working for increasing your sales performance. So for example, we choose the sales performance over here. Wait a little bit for the data to load. We might be having quite a lot of data to load. Okay, I will have to reload it again. Yay, nice. I love the colors. Okay, so what's happening here? First of all, you see something is happening on the page. Like you see there was some interaction between the customer and the page. Okay, let's set up the first task. We want to analyze which part of the website doesn't help us in increasing the sales. So it seems like here we don't have any interaction, but that might be not the truth. So we can also check everything here. Well, let's go down. Let's still collect data and see maybe something else. Okay, we chose December. Maybe let's choose November for more data to load. Yeah, exactly. That was the point. And also here, I decided to use desktop just simply because we don't have traffic for other devices. Okay. I want to check all of the traffic channels, and you see there's a lot more interaction between the user and the page. Okay, well, you see, guys, we can say that this part is not giving too much for the increase of the sales performance, especially this banner. I believe we decided to use this banner to attract customers, but it doesn't attract customers. So maybe instead of investing money in putting this feature over here, we could invest money in something that brings money. And how do you know what brings money? So, okay, let's say that we want to check how important this part of the web page is for our sales performance. So when I click on the button, see, I can see the information about the purchases that have been made. So over here, I see the revenue, quantity of the products, average order value, and order ID. Amazing. Okay. Well, another thing is that this tool also helps you to see which element a user clicked before purchasing. And by knowing that, you now know which element you have to make better, since it brings you more money. And well, of course, you might think that if your project is not connected to e-commerce, so you might think that this tool is not important for you, but actually, in case you don't want to use that for sales, you can just change this USD to some other conventional units that are relevant for your project. But important, right? So for make everything happen that I have just shown you on the page, you have to read how to use before enjoying the sales performance. Okay, that's it about sales performance, guys. And what's next? Yay, video recording. We know that every business wants to understand how their users interact with the web page. And you can have different forms, pop-up forms. You can analyze data from pop-up forms, right? But if you can actually see the interaction between the customer and the web page, isn't it a great thing? So video recording tool helps you view what each visitor does on your website. It has quick configuration, it has an ability to record all pages, it also records data from SPA sites, and it allows you to have guest access to specific videos. Okay, let me show you how it works. So in the user profile, you go to the video session tab. Then we go to the recording setup tab. And here we have to choose which pages we want to record. So here you put whole URL or a part of URL. Also, you can add some extra features such as countries, and you can set up the time after which the recording will start. Okay. So as soon as this is done, you can configure the visitors from which countries, right, over here. And what's next? You can actually filter videos by traffic channels here. Okay. By changing them, you will see changes on the chart. And here you can decide what should the video duration be. Great. Let me show you something. Well, something, it means the feature that we have been mentioning here, guest access to specific videos. So, for example, when we want to understand the video better, you can click on the video and you see over here, there are some elements on the timeline that show you specific parts of the web page that the customer has been interacting with. So you can check the cursor movement, you can see the page scroll, click, and keyboard input over here. If you want to change something, let's say I just want to check 3 parts of this, you just simply hit this button. Okay. And sorry, one more feature about our beautiful video recording. Just a moment, guys. I'm sorry. Seems like I have just closed it. So over here in this tab, in the groups of video sessions, you can segment users into groups and analyze their behavior separately. Over here. You also can see information about where the video was taken from, what is the cursor movement, page scroll, and clicks, the same thing that we have just seen on the page before. Okay, that's all about the tools, but it's still not the end. Why? We have heard that a lot of people say that there are so many similar features between Plerdy and Hotjar. And well, there might be some similar features, but still there are over 50 differences to qualitatively analyze user behavior and increase conversions that are provided by the Plerdy tools. And we really want to show you how it works. So first advantage that is worth sharing is that Plerdy records and displays all clicks and dynamic elements in real time instead of paid screenshots. So over here, we try to show the way it works for Hotjar and the way it works for our page. Let me try to show that now on practice. So let's say we are on this page of our website, which is the heat maps. And you see that there was some interaction between the users and the website. Nice. But when I open this tab, just a moment, some data might be loading. Yep, exactly. So when I open this extra feature, I can see the dynamic clicks, which are not shown on this part. And trying to close it to show the difference that we have just seen on the web page and in this feature. Well, the idea is that since the clicks are dynamic, you might not see all of the information at once. But if you open this feature, you can see how many interaction was done dynamically. Okay, exactly. Now it works. Okay. The next advantage we have to share with you is that Plerdy instantly excludes insignificant clicks on the blanks areas of the page. Why is that important? When you have to analyze data from your website, data which is significant. So when you see when you see on some random part of the website, that just might be some error made by the and if you take this mistaken information for the analysis, that might bring not clear results in the end. So Plerdy does not record the clicks on the blank areas of the page. Another thing which is also important is that Plerdy displays the data on each page in real time, regardless of its volume, simply because the users can be using different screen resolutions, right? So in other words, Plerdy will be able to collect the clicks despite different screen resolutions. Another advantage is that Plerdy shows all clicks that have been made by users from mobile devices. You remember we have been saying that now mobile is much more important than desktop. So analyzing the information collected on the mobile device might be even more important than the desktop information. So you can see in the comparison, we try to show what happens with information that is collected by Hotjar and what is happening when Plerdy collects the information. It's concise and you can see clearly what is and where. Another advantage is that right, sorry, we have already mentioned for mobile devices. Yeah, that's the continuation over here. So you see the example for the Hotjar and the example of the Plerdy. The next advantage is that Plerdy stops displaying data on website elements once you delete them, which is an important thing because let's say we decided to not use this button because we don't like it, for example. But if we still keep on collecting the data about this button, we won't be able to understand whether its absence influences somehow the sales performance. So in this comparison, you also see what thing is deleted, but still the information is recorded, and what's happening with Plerdy. Well, guys, I believe that we the people who love something can talk a lot about something. So if we love Plerdy, we can talk a lot about Plerdy. But it's really important to see how Plerdy is perceived by the customers who use it. So we decided to find reviews and comments by the people who are enjoying Plerdy. And you can see it over here, right? So a lot of people really find this to be a very nice tool that has a lot of features in it. And it's really cool that it does slow down the website. We have been receiving a lot of information, a lot of questions like that. And we want to assure you that no, the Plerdy will not slow down the website. It's really it's like a honey to our soul to see that so many people enjoy using the Plerdy. Okay, and another thing that we are really proud about Plerdy team is that we as a team, we are very supportive, simply because we do listen to our customers, and sometimes we receive a request on, hey guys, could you change something, could you add something? Sometimes we can, sometimes we cannot, but we just want to see how we try to show our attention to the customers that like Plerdy. So we have been collecting some ideas by the customers. So here's our plan. Well, it has a lot more features than this. That's just an example. And now in the process, we are working on having the ability to replace the site in the account. And we want to provide the ability to select the time zone for each account, which is so important since now we're living in such a globalized world, and we want to move between these time zones easily. Also, we have already done adjustments to the API integration with the Google Search Console, right? So during the presentation, I have shown you how many tools have this integration. That was one of the requests by the customers, and here we go. Okay. I believe that's it about sharing about the Plerdy product, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Sorry for the connection that might be slowing down a little bit, but I hope that you could hear everything. So let me stop sharing my screen, and here we are open to the questions. I see there are quite a lot of questions in the chat, right?
Yeah, we do have some questions in the chat. We have some questions from the Q&A box. So let's go ahead, Sumolings, if you have any questions that you have not already had answered, you can go ahead and send those to the Q&A box now. All right, so we've had some questions. I'm going to go through the chat room right now to make sure that all of these got an answer, because I know the ones in the Q&A box already have been. Where did that question go? All right, using our deal. Okay, wait, nope. So sorry. I lost my questions. I'm just gonna go to the old reliable Q&A box. I'm sorry, this is why I like the questions here better. All right, the question is Plerdy compatible with PrestaShop websites? I know that the question that I was looking for in the chat room is also about what websites Plerdy is compatible with. So what can you tell us about being compatible?
Well, actually, there is no difference about which platform you use, because it's really compatible with a lot of different platforms. And in case there are some questions, because some people ask us, is this compatible, or it is compatible, but they are having questions with integrating this script, so they just can simply text to us, and we will be able to help to move through integrating into different platforms.
Wonderful. Yeah, the question that I had been looking for was, does this need a WordPress site only? So the answer to that is no. And are you able to remove domains and replace them with others?
Whether we are able to replace domains, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe that that's something that we're working on right now. So we have a lot of different tasks that are to be implemented very soon. So that might be a new feature, which if it happens, then all of the customers will be able to hear about that. But yeah, that's something that is in our plan.
Wonderful. I know that Sumolings love an integration. The question we have here is, where can I find a list of your available integrations of pop-up forms with email service providers? What can you tell us a little bit about integrations?
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's what we have been telling about the integration for the API, email API. We have quite a lot of lists of popular servers, but in case you can't find your server in that list, you can simply use some alternative, or the best thing would be just texting, well, not like texting us, but sending us an email with explaining what exactly bothers you, and we will be able to find some alternatives if in case you can't find your server. But usually that's the Zapier that works for every integration.
Thank you. Yeah, this is another question about non-WordPress integrations. Can you talk a bit more on the non-WordPress integrations? Is it a script we need to introduce on the custom website?
Okay. Uh, could you say that again? So if in case that's not the WordPress, right?
Yeah, if it's a non-WordPress integration, do they need a script for their website? Is that how this
Well,
works?
yeah, you can actually add some specific code, which can be explained how to use that more if the person explains more detailed his or her problem. But it also works. So script or a specific code that should be integrated, and it works perfectly.
Awesome, thank you. One person wants you to please explain again the heat map. Obviously, we only have so much time today to go into all of these things. So I think that that maybe this person needs a more like personal guide through, but can you just, I guess, show us the heat map once more? Tell
Yep,
us
of course.
about it? Yeah. There isn't like a specific question here for me to ask you. I'm sorry.
But actually about the heat map, just a moment, let me open it here. If this person is interested, we would be so happy to have a personal demo presentation. So we were here, if I'm not mistaken, right? So to learn more about heat map, if you already are in this user profile, so you go to the UX analysis here, choose the heat map, and have all of the information needed here. Plus, if you have extra questions, go to the how to use over here. Or if you want to analyze that on the page, on your web page, you can choose the heat map over here. And plus important, so you can either check the information over here in the same tab, or display it here. So I can play with scroll tabs, scroll maps, and other different features. There's a lot more to share. So yeah, that would be better to have a private demo presentation.
Totally. All right, Sumolings, if you have any more questions, drop those in the Q&A box now. They're easier for me to keep track of if they're in the Q&A box. Will asks, will you add white labeling to the dashboard so we or our agency can use that with our clients?
I believe that's something that we are working on, but we will be posting more information about availability of this feature.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to stall for just a second, Sumolings, give you a second to finish typing your questions. I really appreciate Sophia going through all of this for us and your team for answering these questions also quickly. If there's anything else that y'all want to know, I am done stalling, I think. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so much, Sophia. Thank you to your team. Sumolings, if you have not already, you can redeem your codes at appsumo.com/Plerdy. That's Plerdy, and it is starting at $59 for a lifetime deal. Of course, this is backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee, so you can go ahead, get set up, play around with it, see how it works for you. Once you've done that, we would love to read your reviews on the deal page. Like I mentioned earlier, this currently has a 5 taco rating, so you can go ahead and add your voice and let us know how much you're loving it as well. And if you have any more questions, you can leave those on the deal page also. Thank you so much, Sophia. Have a good one.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day, evening, wherever you are.
Thank you.